Hey guys, let's get started with ReactJS. Let's write a Hello React program in this presentation. We're not going to use something called JSX for this example. The best way to learn a concept is writing some code. So what I have is a brackets editor. I'm going to create a HTML file here. Let's call it hello.html, and let's have our HTML tags and a header, body element. Okay, so let's hide this sidebar. To begin with React, you just need to include the two JS files that React gives you, a ReactJS file and a React DOM.js. I'm going to include these two scripts. I already have them with me. I'm just going to copy paste them over here. You see this? Okay, you have from the Facebook community. Okay, you have this React.js and React DOM.js. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a simple hello world message and render it inside an element. So let's create element, a div element, okay, and I'll call it message. I'm going to write some React code here. So let's create hello. I'm going to create a React element. So let's call it, I'm going to create a header tag, say I'm not interested in any options. Okay, and I want to have some text. So hello React, and I'm going to render this inside message. So I'm going to use React DOM.render. We'll render this hello inside this message. Okay, so we'll not use something called JSX, so no JSX. Okay, and time to run this. So let me run this here. Right, it's opening. Okay, so you have hello React. So let's look at this code for a minute. What have we done? Okay, we've really created a React element, a header element, and rendered it inside message. Now what's really interesting is React DOM.render. When you what's actually happening is these elements get rendered into something called a virtual DOM. So what exactly is virtual DOM? Okay, what exactly is DOM? Okay, document object model. When your browser loads a HTML page, so it invokes a HTML parser. It parses all the elements, okay, and renders it as as a tree. And whenever you try to manipulate the page, okay, you're trying to add a text box, you're trying to add some div tags, you're trying to update a table, okay, the DOM tree gets updated. So the DOM tree gets traversed and it goes and finds that particular node, okay, which can be updated, and that's why you see an updated output. Now this is fine. It's fairly simple. Imagine you have a single page application. That's what we build nowadays. You have a page with say 20,000 div tags, some 1,000 paragraph elements, and if you want to be updating all these elements haphazardly here and there, okay, based on some data coming from the server, it's going to take a lot of time to update all these things, and the performance is going to really take a hit. Now that's exactly where React comes in. React's main popularity is performance. It introduces a concept called virtual DOM. It's like an abstraction to DOM. What it says is, hey, you are trying to make some updates in your page. You're trying to update a div element or a table element, or you're trying to insert a text box. Wait a minute, I won't go and touch the real DOM directly. What I will do is I will maintain my own tree. I'll call it a virtual DOM. Okay, and when you try to make some changes, I'll update my virtual DOM and I'll compare the previous state with the current state and find out which part alone has to be updated, and finally go and make some changes in the real DOM. Now this looks fairly simple, but as I said earlier, if you're going to have lot of div tags and paragraph elements and text boxes in a single page, doing that directly on your DOM is very expensive. And here is where virtual DOM abstracts the whole stuff. It takes in all the updates and finds out the difference, and then finally goes and touches your real DOM, thereby improving the performance. So all we have done is bring up a HTML page, included two ReactJS files, create a simple element, and then render it in the virtual DOM. The moment you say React DOM.render, the virtual DOM gets built, and finally it goes and updates real DOM wherever is necessary. All right, there we go.